Hey everyone, thank you so much for watching today's video. In today's video, I'm gonna play with a new palette that I received. And I will be creating this look that you see right here. I know it's kind of like a soft pastel, colorful look, which is perfect for summertime. So the first thing I want to do is prime the eyelids. I'm taking the MAC Cosmetics paint pot in the color Soft Ochre. I'm applying this all over the eyelid, and this will just remove the redness of the eyelid and leave me with a nice clean canvas for my eyeshadow. Then I set it with a little bit of powder, and then we're ready for eyeshadow. If you haven't seen one of my previous videos, I go really in depth on how to prime your eyelids and why it's important. So if you want to get some tips and tricks on that, check out one of my previous videos. Then I applied some brow gel, and this is the palette I will play with today. It's the Pokémon palette from Colourpop. Such a beautiful palette. At first when I saw it, I was like, okay, this is quite like an in-your-face palette. But if you really look close to the shades, you can create some really beautiful soft glam looks with this. I have already filmed another look with it, which is probably when you see the look, you wouldn't think that I made it with this palette. But I'm thinking of doing a few videos using this palette because especially that purple looks so freaking stunning. So you guys will see a video with that very soon. So I started with the yellow color and just used it for like in the inner part of the eyelid. I wanted to create kind of like an ombre going in with different colors. At the front packaging of the palette, you see 4 Pokemons, and I wanted to use the colors of these Pokemons. So one of them is yellow, you have an orange one, a green one, and a blue one. So that's kind of like my inspiration for today's eye look. So next to the yellow one, I went in with that shimmery orangey color. I feel like the color is not as orange as it looks in the palette. So once I applied it, I was like, okay, I expected it to be a little bit darker. Unfortunately, it wasn't, but I do think eventually it's gonna look good. But I did hope it was gonna be a little bit darker, I'm not gonna lie. So I just blended this on the eyelid, and then I used my finger hoping it will turn a little bit darker, which it did slightly. And then I blended it out even further. Then I went in with this kind of like greenish color. And I'm gonna blend it right next to that orange color and also slightly on top of the orange color. And again, this color is a lot lighter compared to how it looks in the palette. But I do think it's actually really pretty because it's a little bit more softer. And this way I feel like it's also more wearable, because I know like some of these shades kind of like look intimidating. But it makes it more wearable and more soft. And I just love these colors. This is something I would go for quicker than like a really bright neon-y kind of shade. This is more like a color that I would wear for every day. So yeah, I actually like it. I just didn't expect it. So kind of focusing on making the transition look nicer. So then I went in with the light blue color. So I'm taking the shade for the outer part of the eyelid. So again, also slightly blending it on top of the previous color to make it fade into each other and kind of create that nice blend over in each other. I don't know how you would say that in English, kind of like a transition. So focusing on applying that, went in with this color a few times to really build up the color payoff, because I wanted this color to be quite dark because it's at the outer part, and I feel like often, you know, I like to be the last color in the outer portion of the eyelid to be a little bit darker. So it creates kind of like more like a shadowy effect, some more dimension, or whatever you want to call it. So I'm just applying it, making circular motions with my brush. I'm not going to go in with any eyeliner. So I really wanted the outer portion to look nicely blended out, because this is all what is going to be in this area. So just making circular motions, and then after that I went in with that same color and now used a flat definer brush from Sigma Beauty and applying this underneath the lower lash line. I do have a special discount code for Sigma Beauty, which you can use. I have it linked in the description bar. It's an affiliate code, which means that if you do use my code, I will get a small percentage of your order. I won't get your order, I will earn a little bit of it. But honestly, Sigma Beauty brushes, I feel like they're the best. Such good quality. I still have my very first brush actually, which is the E40. And you know the handle, it has the name on it, but it's completely faded away because I used it so many times. I think I have started like using it 10 years ago or so. But yeah, I will save it forever. But now I'm going to use, I used that same orangey color for underneath the lower lash line. And then I used it a bit in the inner corner to kind of connect it with the yellow color. Then I used the Super Nudes pencil from Charlotte Tilbury. I used the Nude Matte Side to kind of lighten up my waterline. I really like this pencil. I've been using it so long, but I'm actually running out, so I need to buy a new one. And it's definitely one that I would repurchase. Maybe it would be nice for me to film a video with products that I would actually repurchase. Because there are actually quite a few products that I keep buying over and over and which I have been loving for years and years. So let me know if you guys are interested in that. So now I'm going to curl the lashes because it's time for mascara. I'm using the Lancome Hypnose Mascara, which has actually become one of my previous, not my recent favorites. I absolutely love it. I'm not a huge fan of how it looks on my upper lashes, but honestly, there are not a lot of mascaras that I actually like. But it makes my lower lashes super long. But I will go in with the Bright lashes from Angela Bright. I'll put the name of the lash style in the description bar. Such a beautiful lash style. But because I'm using fake lashes, I'm not so worried about my upper lashes because you won't see them anyways. They will be covered up with lashes, so it doesn't really matter. But when I'm not filming, I actually like the Balm Cosmetics Fan Fest mascara. No, not the Balm, Benefit Cosmetics, sorry. I really like that one. But yeah, this is the final result. I really hope you all like how it turned out. Let me know if you want to see more videos where I use this palette. I have a few really cool looks in mind, so let me know your thoughts. And yeah, I just want to say thanks for watching, and hopefully I will see you all in the next one. Bye guys!